Johnny Depp has been pretty silent since his win over AH. He hasn't been gloating about it on social media, and he hasn't done any public interviews since. But his comeback is going to be massive with all of the deals he's making and the movies he's already signed for. And after covering the trials he's gone through so much, it's only fair that I now talk about the future he has in the entertainment industry and the plans that he's got. I have a few things to show off, but before we get into the topic at hand, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon for just $1 a month, or support the channel via YouTube memberships. All of the links are in the description, and of course, I do really appreciate all of the support. So I wanted to start with this Bounding into Comics article. It says Johnny Depp begins comeback, signs major deal with Dior as his new movie drops first look as actor as Louis the 15th. So following his defamation trial victory against his ex-wife, JD has begun his return to the Hollywood limelight in a big way, as recent days have seen the actor both sign a major deal with the fashion brand Christian Dior and unveiled as Louis XV for his first film in 3 years. Now, I remember I had talked about this film a few months ago when it was announced he was going to be part of it and he was going to dive into it, but he has been working with the Dior brand for quite a few years at this point, and apparently they like him so much and they're so happy with the sales that have been made because of his victory. They've decided to go ahead and move forward and work with him again. Depp's return to Dior, for whom he previously served as the face for their 2015 Sauvage cologne ad campaign until his spots were pulled following the heard allegations of abuse, was first revealed on August 8th via the brand's official Instagram. Now, while yes, they did initially pull the ad campaign and his face from those ads, they did end up putting him back, and they did end up doing a lot of advertisements with him, a lot of promotional material with him, so they didn't completely just outright drop him, but they did, go kind of silent when the initial accusations came out, but then they ended up sticking by him. It says sharing a series of photos taken of the actor by photographer Greg Williams during the Paris stop of his and Jeff Beck's recent string of European concerts, the brand described their new spokesman with the slogan, "Fearless yet human, just like Sauvage." Now, this is a great slogan. I did see these images, and I think that they are all pretty great. And in my opinion, it is awesome to see them continuing to work with him. According to TMZ, Depp's new contract will see the actor net 7 figures, though the outlet did not provide details as to the exact amount of money he would earn over the course of the multi-year campaign. I bet to sign him again, they did have to pay a pretty penny, because even though there are a lot of companies that he does not want to work with anymore, like Disney, and there are a lot of companies that still probably don't want to work with him, like Warner Brothers, it doesn't really matter, because I'm sure there are a lot of companies who want to work with him and who want him to be in their next projects. He is still a very famous actor, and he is a very great actor. You hear the name Johnny Depp and you know who you're talking about. All of the films that he's been in have been so iconic. It says, though, 2 days later, the French film production released the first image of him as King Louis XVI, and I do think that he does look great from this only image that we've seen. We know that the filming is underway in France. We don't know a timetable of when this film is going to release, but it does sound like they're really happy with having him on this project, and overall, it sounds like the companies that have worked with him really want to continue working with him, probably because of all of the social media attention he is getting right now. But it's no surprise to see companies wanting to continue to work with him, because there are so many people in the entertainment industry who love Johnny, who have said over the years he has been just an amazing human being to me. He has even saved me in some instances. This was an article that came out a couple of months ago. It says Courtney Love claims that Johnny Depp saved her from a drug overdose in the 90s, wishes justice is served on AH. Then, of course, she did immediately retract her comments because this was when the trial was still being covered. There was a lot of social media pressure on any actors or actresses speaking up on the situation, but she did initially say that, Johnny Depp is just an amazing human being who saved her from the overdose in the 90s that she could have went through. It does sound like, even though there were people who were very afraid to speak up, some of them did come forward, and we're still like, he is just a great human being. You don't hear that about people like AH. There are no actors who have come forward who have said she is just such an angel, she's a saint, she saved me. Those are very powerful words to say about someone. And of course, back in 2020, when the UK case against The Sun was going on, Winona Ryder publicly defended Johnny and said, I support him. Even though he's my ex-fiance, I don't believe any of the claims that are being made against him because he was just an amazing person to me over the years that we spent together. She said, I knew Johnny very well years ago. We were together as a couple for 4 years, and I counted on him as my best friend and as close to me as family. I count our relationship as one of the more significant relationships in my life. I understand that this is very important, that I speak from my own experience. I obviously was not there during his marriage to Amber, but from my experience, which was so wildly different, I was absolutely shocked, confused, and upset when I heard the accusations against him. The idea that he is an incredibly violent person is the farthest thing from the Johnny I knew and loved. I cannot wrap my head around these accusations. Then there was this, where his fellow Pirates of the Caribbean co-stars were defending him. Johnny Depp's Pirates of the Caribbean co-star sees no reason why he shouldn't return as Captain Jack Sparrow. Everyone that has worked with him has said that he has been just great, behind the scenes, also, when filming. This is why he's so popular. Depp has said in the past that he will not return to Pirates of the Caribbean because of how Disney treated him, and it is very sad because to me it's not Pirates of the Caribbean without Depp as Captain Jack Sparrow, but I think that he has got a bright future ahead of him. I think that we are going to see him in a lot of projects over the next few years, and I think that he is going to speed up the amount of projects he is part of so that he can put out as much content for his fans as possible. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this and found it important and informative, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.